And Marvin was gay. And I'm like, was he gay? And Quincy's like, yes.
Oh,
He went around it with everything, and I was like, no. And I'm like, I could not.
I just feel like there's gay for real, and then there's a point where guys get so much they're just like, oh, it.
Yeah, well, it would have been that, but they would have wanted to do that, and I wouldn't have been able to do that. It wouldn't
Well,
have.
you mean you couldn't kiss a guy on screen in a
No,
movie?
no,
Not even, yeah,
no, because I don't fake it. I
right.
literally, it has to.
I couldn't kiss a man either. That's
It
true, and that does
that
not
would me.
does not
I
make
would cut
me.
my lips off.
Yeah, no,
I
well,
would.
okay, well,
If I kiss some man, I would cut my lips
well,
off.
I would not do.
Yeah, I got my Bill Cosby glasses on. I just left the eye doctor, so excuse me. But I was kind of searching Twitter, and I found this about Terrence Howard. Like, he been pretty much making the rounds about just about Hollywood. Remember, he said, I think after that Last Best Man he did, that he was done with Hollywood. You know, he talked about how Robert Downey Jr. played him. I mean, what did what they say? And people swear to God, when they never seen the original Pocahontas, I think it was the '90s Disney movie, when, you know, the Indian was like, or the Native American, no disrespect, was saying the white man is dangerous. Yes, said that in the fucking cartoon. They are not, you know, in general, people are dangerous, you know, in general right now. And he played them, and, you know, didn't fight for him, but he fought for him. Like I said before, you know, you could be too nice and fight for people, and them very same people won't have your back. They'll have a knife in your back, you know. But now, you know, he's being called homophobic because he didn't want to play Marvin Gaye. He asked Quincy Jones, is Marvin Gaye reading Rainbow? Was he a switch hitter? If he hit it on both sides of the plate, right? And basically he said that Quincy Jones said he was, and he said he just couldn't imagine him playing him. He can't kiss a man. He said he would cut his lips off. And now, you know, people saying, well, he went on the Right Wing podcast, and look here, dude. That's his preference. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not mad if your preference is to be on the left. Cool. I don't consider myself right or left. You know, there's very few things I agree with the left on. You know, it's a lot of things I agree on the right on, but it's a lot of shit I don't agree with the right on. You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of like, it depends on the subject. I don't box myself into one category. I'm more of nuclear traditional family. That will be kind of considered the right wingish a little bit. But like I said before, you know, I think it was Bill Mayer he was on an interview with. He was like, well, I think it gets to the point where you get so much punani that you just want to try something else. Look here, I'm going to do a video on Free Game 89. Check that channel out. The link's in the description, and my Detroit channel. Right? I'm going to do a video on that. Like, I've heard other, you know, people in the industry say that. My thing is this, and how people say, I'm going to speak on this for 1 second, but I'm going to talk about this on Free Game 89. You probably won't see that until next week, sometime on the regular channel, but join the Patreon too, right? They talk about women shouldn't have whole phases, right? And they always talk about the women, but men shouldn't have whole phases neither. If you get so much of something that you turn to something that you don't like, it's like porn. You know, if you get addiction to porn, your taste in porn just continues to get worse and worse and worse because you need to feed that addiction. That's how they talk about certain drugs are gateway drugs. Whether it's you know, weed to cocaine, to Molly, to crack, to ecstasy, to the next hard drug, whatever you know, whatever's being said about that. Same thing with porn. The same thing with having that whole phase. If you did so much, and I done had threesomes and foursomes, I did orgies just in general, not me. And you done did orgies, and you just say, oh, I just had vagina any way you can cook it, medium well, rare, raw. You know what I'm saying? Well done. I done had surf and turf, and you done had that much punani that you want to go try a man. You know what I'm saying? Even certain things with a woman to me get too far. I know they was talking on the 5150 show the other night, like, if you let a woman hit you from the back, is that, you know, yes. Yes. You know, so I'm going to talk about that because, you know, that's the dark side of men having whole phases too. Once you create so many soul ties, you'd have so many experiences with women to the point where you want to try something new like that. You know, no, man. That's why it's important that's why somebody on my other chat got mad because they asked me on my Detroit channel, I was doing a live about the Lions. You know, do I think men should get married? Would you prefer if you're cut out for marriage? Yes, you know if you're not. If you couldn't cut out to be committed and you know how to pick a woman or you got a woman that's committed, yes, I think it's a beautiful thing. Now, how you get married, that's on you. If it's out the country, if you write up your own contract, you know, if you do a real prenuptial agreement, that's on you. But I do believe that you have people that are designed and not designed to be married. And that's one of the benefits of it. But nonetheless, they're saying that Terrence is homophobic. I'm not, homophobic. That's just his boundary. You know, that leftist liberal stuff, they always, when you say something like that, you take a boundary, and it wasn't, I didn't take it as homophobia bashing or nothing like that. When he took a stance, it's like, well, you know, hey, respect his opinion. You know, I respect everybody's opinion. Like, if that's what you want to do, cool. My only draw the line is when you start to push it on the kids. You know, when you start to push it on the kids, I just don't like it. Let the kids be old enough, process it, choose. You know, when we were younger, we wanted to be, you know, doctors, lawyers, as we manifest through our life. Now, all of a sudden, we might want to be entrepreneurs. We might want to be engineers. We might want to get into coding and creating, developing apps and websites. People change, but my thing is this: if he didn't want to kiss a guy in the movie, he said he can't do it. He can't do it. He would cut his lips off. Said he ain't doing it. I respect it. Just as somebody came up there and said, yeah, it's just acting, I could do it. Guess what? That's his opinion. I may not agree with it. I respect it. It's like guys, you know, in dresses, whether it's Brad or whether it's a black person, do what you got to do. I mean, regardless. Denzel kissed the man in Gladiator and they cut it out the scene. He kissed him for no reason. You know? So, you know, how I look at it, you know, live your life. But just leave the kids alone. That's my whole thing. You know, respect my personal boundaries. I didn't work with people that been on the LGBTQ plus community. I say it all the time. Some of the most punctual, hardworking people. I mean, the best service you get at restaurants and businesses come from people of that community. Honestly, I say it again, whether it was male or female, I never had a bad gay waiter or waitress, whatever they want to identify as. No disrespect. Never. Never. So, you know, like I said, I'm nice to be in management. You know, they ain't give me no problems, bro. None whatsoever. All the, you know, have I come across women that switch over, but then they kind of get around me and they try to switch back? Yes, that's why I told y'all. I don't really think a lot of women really be lesbians like that. I think they be lesbians by force of their mind. I'd have been around lesbians that changed for me. They put whatever I want to wear on. And, you know what I'm saying? Whatever I tell them to wear, they do whatever I say do. You know? But, like I continue to say, I respect everybody's opinion, and that's Terrence Howard's opinion. That's what he won't do. Now, if you catch him kissing a man, then you like, this nigga was mine. You know, I get it. I truly do get it, man. But, honestly, there's no need to bash somebody for what they say. It becomes homophobic or homophobia if he start going in. Oh, people that do that shit, they some whole ass, woo. Then I'm like, all right, I agree with y'all. But some of that state line, I ain't arguing with you. Nigga, Scott Pink. Why am I arguing? I'm not arguing with people no more. Y'all got it. You got it. You seriously got it. You know, if I'm going to debate you, it's going to be something I can prove. Well, Michael Jordan averaged 49,000 points in year 3. And I'm like, he averaged 15 points. And we can have that argument. That's a good debate. Or if you want to take it to an argument, cool. We're going to argue about, science theory. I can do that, hypothesis and all that, and talk about that. That's a good debate, or even sometimes it's a good argument. But somebody preference, hey man, you got it. Maybe you want to ask, hey, why do you feel that way? I understand that. I'm not trying to change the way you think. But maybe your perspective or my perspective changed the way when I'm like, okay, I can see why you would do that. Or I can see that. So I ain't really mad. don't bother me none. But why a lot of people have a problem with the left so much, because they so sensitive. It's like women, you know, they're so sensitive. You know, it's crazy. Everything's a problem. Everything's an issue. Like, it is what it is. That's what you believe. I'm gonna believe what I believe, and we can go our separate ways. But hey, appreciate y'all. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance, get notifications. We go live and drop video. I'm trying to look for my fucking banana. Banana is very important. Then you can rub it on your face too for your skin. A lot of people do that. But hey, hit the link in the description. Join the Patreon, X, Instagram, Spotify, Amazon, Kick, Twitch, the whole 9. Appreciate the love, support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. Check out the music and entertainment playlist, the Real 101 playlist. Check out my Free Game 89 channel. That link's in the link tree in the description. My Detroit channel as well too. Peace.